Hi guys! So like I said in my last video, I want to talk to you guys about Katsucon. This video will be divided into two parts, and the first part, which is this one, is going to talk about the convention as a whole. My thoughts on it, things that happened, certain memories and stuff that had happened and took place that I kind of want to share with you guys. And then the next part, which will be linked in the bottom, and if I can put it on the screen somewhere around my face, that will basically show you what I bought, because I didn't want to make a huge long video over all that awesome stuff and things that happened, and I feel like it'd be better to separate the two videos for you guys. Okay, so let's get started. Thursday I left Jersey at 11, 10, 11. 11:18ish in the morning. Got into New York around 12:30 and waited for my train to DC from that time because I left at a little after 2. Thank God Amtrak has the red cap, which we learned about actually this convention, which is great because my bag weighed a ton and there wasn't even a whole lot in it. It's a Swiss gear, like, 28-inch bag, whatever, and it automatically weighs 8 pounds empty, and by the time I even put a few things in it, it was really heavy. I didn't want to lift it anywhere, though I could. I just usually want to drag it all over the place. So the red cap service is awesome. I recommend everyone do it. They use tips, so you don't pay Amtrak anything. You just tip the person that helps you, and it's great. I love them. They are amazing. And I wish they could see this because the two people that helps me there and back are amazing, and I recommend them to everyone. So we got down Thursday at 6:30. We got to the convention center a little after 7. We got to the hotel, a little after 7. We stayed across the street at the Hampton Inn. And we checked in, got upstairs, kind of got unpacked. I was cosplaying Tsukimi, and she was a lot of fun. She was super comfortable for a very long train ride. It's a 5-hour train ride total for me to get to New York and then for me to get to DC. So it was very comfortable in sweats, and it was great. And all I did was put my hair up and put her wig on, and I was good to go. I recommend everyone do that. The line through Katsucon actually really wasn't that long. Like, pre-reg this year went by really fast. I think we were in line for a good 2 hours, but the line was constantly moving. So the 2 hours went by really fast, which was great. I got to see some people that I know there, some people I didn't want to see, and I was like, oh shit, this would be a fun weekend, but it was fine. Like, it didn't really make a difference. And then we went to the National for dinner. Thinking lunch, but it's too early. And that we went late. And it's a really cool place to eat at. It's just extremely expensive because it's in the Gaylord. But I recommend if you have a couple extra dollars to spend, just go and check it out and even order like an appetizer or something. It's a really nice time to just kind of hang out and chill, and you have to walk outside the convention center, and it was nice. And then I left. I ran back to my hotel, changed into a Zumo from K Project to run back to the convention center for a quick shoot that I was doing, and I took a couple photos with a private group, and then I went back and changed, and at this point it was already like 12:30 in the morning, and the people I was staying with were already in bed and wanted me to get to sleep, so I quickly changed and got ready for a crazy Friday. I'm really mad that I don't have footage of any of this because I think it would have been great to show you guys, but the people I was vlogging with made it extremely difficult for me to vlog. They don't really understand it, and it would have just been really complicated. So I was better off just kind of explaining it and showing you various pictures of stuff that I sadly didn't take because I didn't think of pre-reg. There were a lot of people taking photos, and I'm sure you can find them floating around, but the lines really weren't that bad. I mean, like I said, it was a really quick 2 hours, and it might not even take 2 hours. It might take a little less than that. Friday was Honoka, and I actually have a picture of her, and I'm going to show you guys. I liked her a lot. She was really fun, freezing cold, but she was a lot of fun to do, and I actually got contacts for her, blue contacts, but they showed up today. They showed up the Monday I got back. Yeah. But with all that aside, she was a lot of fun, and I'm really glad I got to cosplay as her for this year. I did her school uniform. As you can see, and I really want to do her Snow Elation outfit probably next year. So yay! I went to a shoot on Friday with her. That's why I did it, because I was supposed to do her and then I was supposed to switch into Sasha, but at 5 degrees or 10 degrees, whatever it was outside, I was not going outside to the water to take photos for Attack on Titan. So I just stayed at Hanukkah all day. I will link the photos I took at the photo shoot for Friday in the bottom for you guys that I took, and everyone looked amazing. That was a fun shoot. The only issue was we had trouble hearing the host, but other than that, it was a lot of fun, and I really think everyone just looked amazing, and it was a great group to hang around. After that, I don't remember much of Friday. Friday's like a blur for me. It was so bad. Ugh. After that, I think I hung out in dealer's room for a little bit. No, there was a reason. I had to change. Friday was a lot of changing for me. So, I think we went back to the room to relax for a little bit. I had been up all day, and then I was up super early. My brother decided he was going to set an alarm for 6:30 in the morning that no one listened to in the first place. So I had been up super early, and I just didn't want to have any of it. And I was having contact issues, and Friday is such a blur. But then we changed, and I was Honika for the formal, and I just had this blue sparkly dress on. I don't actually know if I have pictures of her full dress. I don't think so, but if I do, there's a picture here. And she just makes me feel really cute, and it was really fun. And I don't know. The formal's fun, but if you don't dance, then it's not a lot of fun. And I had fun. I enjoyed just sitting there, but at the same time, it's you need to go with friends, because they're yeah, you can ask people to dance, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like it was a lot of people that just had friends that went. So whatever. It is what it is. I don't really care. But that was the formal, and then from the formal, quickly changed in Mikigurumi for Dejavudea. That's her YouTube. I'll link her in the bottom to her Kigurumi party. And that was my first one I've ever gone to, and it's the only one I'll actually go to this year, because I'm not going to any other conventions that she's possibly going to at this time. But it was interesting. It was fun. We had to move from the original location to a separate location, which, not a big deal. You just kind of follow everybody, and it was great. And it was nice meeting a few people. But by 11:30, I was so burnt out. While we were hanging out, I was ready to fall asleep, and I had my contacts in still. So I was okay, 11:30, I'm done. I went back to my room, got comfortable, and passed out. By 12 o'clock, I was out cold. Saturday, I was Honika for the first part of the morning, for another shoot. Yeah, I was looking forward to that shoot for a few reasons. There was a couple people there that I really wanted to talk to. There was this one girl that, I don't know if she was a new cosplayer or if she was super shy, but I don't know, she looked great. And knowing, this year I felt like being, but I wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to wrap my arms around people all weekend. So she was she was really quiet, off to herself, didn't really say much to anybody, and I don't know if she was self-conscious or what, but she looked great and amazing, and I should have told her that on Friday, and I didn't. And then I saw her Saturday at the shoot, and I was going to say something, and then Saturday became this huge fiasco because of this stupid fire. So, yeah, that turned into a big thing. But right before we got evacuated, this girl handed me this cute little Valentine, which I actually have still. I'm keeping it in the back of my phone. And it's just this cute little Valentine. And I should have, it dawned on me after, I should have gotten them and passed them out as Honika, because it would have been adorable. And it was, I don't know, getting little things like this kind of make my con because they're just so sweet and adorable, and I'm like, oh my god, you don't have to. I mean, I know one year, like my first year of going, I got cookies while I was cosplaying as Canada, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, I don't know, they just make my day. Like, little things just make my day. So this was one of the things, and then literally right after this was handed to me, we were told to evacuate the building. So I didn't get to talk to the one girl cosplaying Nozumi. I really couldn't hug and thank the girl that handed me this. And I mean, luckily now I follow her on Instagram, and she follows me on Instagram, and I feel better. So hopefully she'll see this. And the other girl, I don't know if I'll see her online or anything because I don't know anything about her. I didn't get a chance to talk to her. But if you're seeing this, know that I want to talk to you, and I didn't. And I really hope you had a great con because you looked great. Okay? And then we were evacuated. I was freezing, and I was so pissed. The second I walked out of the hotel, my skirt flew up. Thank God I had shorts on because it was horrible. You could have seen everything. And there was a guy filming everyone leaving the building 30 feet from where I was. I was so mad. And when we went back in, I was like, okay, well, we have a chance to, like, pick up where we left off. And then we were told to go to the convention center. We don't even get past Maid Cafe, and they tell us, no, you have to leave the building. So we leave the building. We go outside. We're freezing our asses off. And they're telling us, you know, like, go to the hotels or whatever. I don't even know if they were telling everybody. I was just following the huge mass of people that were walking around the convention center to the hotels, and we ran to the Marriott. And the staff there were great. They let us come in. All of us, you know, the swarms of us, come in and chill, and they let us into the business rooms. They were like, go into the rooms, get warm. And it was great because at that point my hands were freezing. I was staying at the Hampton, and I couldn't even walk to the Hampton anymore. I was so cold because I had nothing on. I was wearing, you know, Honika's jacket and a short skirt and shorts and shoes, and that was it. And I was freezing, and it was so windy and gross and disgusting. And I'm so glad that they let us stay in there and let me warm up because I couldn't do it anymore. My brother was like, no, I want to go back to our room. And I was like, I can't walk anymore. So, that was that. And then finally, while we were being evacuated, the photo shoot hosts told us that they were canceling the event and they weren't rescheduling. So, after I knew I had another shoot at 4, so I was going to switch into Sasha anyway. So once we were allowed back in, we went back to our actual hotel, and I changed to Sasha, and I never actually made it. Like, I made it to the Attack on Titan shoot, but I never got to be part of it. I had a costume malfunction, I guess. The apron for Sasha doesn't fit properly. It's too big, and then there's Velcro, but the Velcro doesn't line up the way it should. So we were trying to pin it, because I've had pinned it before, but for some reason it just wasn't looking right. And the people I were with were like, no, it doesn't look right, da da da. So I was like, you know what, screw it, then I won't do it. I had to fix Sasha's wig. I never had a chance to fix her wig, so I was like, you know what, I'll just screw it. I switched to Azumo, and I went to the shoot and was a photographer for them. And they looked great. It looked like a really fun shoot. And I think everyone had fun, so that's always good. And that photo shoot link is going to be in the bottom as well, because I made everything super easy for you guys. And then general photos that I took will also be in the bottom link as well. And then Saturday night, yeah, after that shoot, we had a quick bite to eat, my brother had a Star Wars shoot at 7, and then we were going to a panel later on that night, which I will totally get to because it was beautiful. But we go to the Star Wars shoot. We couldn't find them at first. My brother finds them, and all is good and right with the world. I saw that there was conflict with Dejavudea's dance gathering, and I saw that happening as soon as we turned the corner. I was like, oh crap, this is exactly where they're meeting too. And I'm really glad that they were willing to work with the hosts of the Star Wars group and give them at least 7:30 to get their stuff done. The host was doing a really good job. She was amazing at trying to get everyone done, knowing that she told them 7:30 should be done. They started early. They got everyone organized, got all the photos taken, all that fun stuff. We got to 7:15 and security comes by. And the guy that was yelling at us was a total bitch. Everyone got so pissed off with him. He tells us first we're becoming a safety fire hazard. The words no sooner leave his mouth, and all of a sudden he is screaming that we have to leave. We're a fire hazard. We have to disperse. So everyone's trying to gather up what's going on and, you know, where their belongings are, or if you're with people, where your friends are. He's screaming at everybody to disperse. If you're lingering, disperse. We have another woman we don't even know. I think she's pushing a stroller, and she's screaming at us to disperse. And it was just, the attitude of it was just totally messed up and wrong. And everyone was so pissed off. It kind of put a huge damper on everyone's mood for the night. And it didn't help that the evacuation earlier just kind of put a downer on the day for us, because it ruined a lot of plans and events. So it just kind of added suckiness to the day. And then we split up. Part of my group went to go drinking with some friends, and the other part of us went to go see a panel. I only went to 2 panels this entire convention. I went to a writing workshop on Friday, just a good time. And then on Saturday, I went to J. Michael Tatum's What the Fuck 101, and I am a huge Tatum fan, and his panels are fantastic. They're super funny. They're raw. They're entertaining, and I recommend everyone that can get into his panels, because you have to be 18 and plus for most of his nighttime stuff, to go see them, because you'll have tears in your eyes within minutes, and I did. And the panel was great, and it made the whole day better. That's the easiest way to put it. It made, because you would laugh so hard over, like, his stories are just so crazy. I think that's part of the reason why I love his panel so much, because his stories are just great. And it was a really fun time, and I left there in a lot better mood than I started, which was great, because I was feeling kind of crappy before the start. My eyes hurt. I took my contacts out. Like, while I was sitting in line, my eyes were so dry. I took them out, and my eyes were all tired, and I was like, this sucks. Like, this whole day has just been a downer. And then I left, and I felt great. And I met up with my brother and a couple of his friends, and then we went to the Gaylord's Lounge to hang out and have a couple drinks, see the beautiful view that's from there. And if you have to be 21 or up to get in, but if you can, you should go, because I have pictures of that too. It's amazing. It's so great. It's I don't know how to explain it. You have to go. You feel like, I don't know, I enjoy music, and I enjoy feeling the beats and the rhythm that hits my soul. And as soon as you walk in, you could feel it, and I just wanted to dance, and I had a drink in my hand, and you could see this beautiful view from the balcony of the National Harbor and a surrounding area, and it's breathtaking. And I hope these pictures that I have do justice for everyone, because you can't put it into words. It was great. But at around 12:30, I guess, 12 o'clock, part of us headed back to the hotel to relax and kind of chill a little bit. I wanted to pack, because I was leaving on Sunday to come home, and the hotel was like a mess. Like, I never got myself, like, when I get to a hotel, I like to unpack and kind of relax a little. I never had to do that on Thursday, because Thursday was a little hectic for us. So I just felt disheveled, and so by the time I got back to the hotel, I knew I had stuff to do, and I didn't want to do any of it. I relaxed. I kind of surfed the line a little bit, talked to my friends about some stuff that had happened during the night, and, you know, the day in the whole, because I had told them about the evacuation, and we were just talking in general, and it was a lot of fun. Like, I think my Saturday night was a lot better than my entire convention, and there's the only reason the convention didn't suck for me. On Sunday, I had a quick shoot for K Project, which is the reason I brought Azumo to begin with, but I was glad I had him, because he was a good backup. But it was only 5 of us, and it became this selfie shoot. The host had a selfie stick, and we took selfies as our characters and with everybody, and it was a lot of fun. And I got to meet some cool people, which is always fun. And yeah, that link to that shoot is in the bottom as well. And then we hung around the convention a little bit. It was that point I was already totally broke. So we went to the National Harbor, saw the water, saw the Awakening statue on the sand. Because a couple of the people that I was with have never been to the National Harbor, so it was fun for them to go and kind of walk around and see. It's kind of nice the harbor actually is, and though it was freezing, it was so cold. But I took so many Snapchats that day and on Saturday. My Snapchat has never been used more. Ever. You can follow me on Snapchat too. My name's in the bottom, though it's not really hard to figure out. Then we left. Yeah, Sunday at 4:25, I got on a train back to New York. And again, it's another 4-hour trip, 3-hour trip, something like that. Thankfully, though, my train wasn't delayed. And this is where I really thank Red Cap, because they are great. I have a picture of the Red Cap got us on the train because DC is a first stop for Northeast Corridor. They are already stationed there. So at like 4 o'clock, a little before 4, he loads our bags onto his cart and he drives us up the platform and halfway down the train. I don't have to walk at all. It was great. And he loads our bags into the car and we find this 4-seater and the whole car's empty. That was the first time I was the first person on the train. That's a first. And I've taken the Amtrak at least 6 or 7 times already in the past few years, and that was so cool for me. I was like, oh, this is so awesome. Why didn't I do this sooner? And I have a couple pictures of that. We were having fun, and I really should have taken a picture with the Red Cap. I wanted to, but I thought it was really awkward. And I'm like, hey, selfie, look, you just totally made my day. Thank you so much. But the ride was so smooth and went by so fast. It was great. And then we got to New York and I had just enough time to get my ticket back to my hometown, and I got home by 9:30 Sunday night, which was great because I had work I had work today at 9 o'clock. So yeah. I think that covers everything of the convention. It really wasn't the greatest Katsucon I've ever been to. There were organizational issues. There were just not even thinking about the evacuation. There was really shitty organization with groups, with lines. The scheduling was just weird. I felt like there was nothing good on Saturday. Everything was on Friday, which is weird because for Saturday's the big day, and I was like, there's nothing I want to do. I mean, if it wasn't for Tatum's panel, I probably wouldn't have gone to anything. Maybe the lip sync battle, because I was in line for that, and then they were like, oh, we're doing a room clear, and I was like, no, I want to make sure I get to Tatum's panel, so we left the line, just to make sure we were in his panel. So, yeah, I mean, I'll probably go back next year, because it's the only con that I think, it's a nice, fun way to start the season, is to go to Katsucon, and plus the National Harbor is gorgeous, but it's extremely expensive for me, and because of how it was this year and how I didn't really enjoy it, like it wasn't the greatest thing in the world. I'm really not sure how I feel about going back next year. I'm gonna have to see how that works out. If more of my friends go, then maybe I'll go with them, or maybe I'll skip it and do something else. People have mentioned MagFest to me, but I'm not a big video gamer, so that's kind of out. So yeah, that's my weekend. That was Katsucon in a nutshell, and that is my thoughts and reactions to it. Hope you guys liked this video. I hope to see you guys really soon, and check out part 2, which will be linked in the bottom, over all the awesome stuff that I bought. It's not a lot, but it's so me. You guys are gonna love it. Alrighty, so until next time, Liz signing off. Bye!